gonna need tissue.
Do you need a minute?
Whew. I'm pull through. I'm gonna pull through.
Okay. I'll give you a minute. She goes, don't ruin the beauty. Millie says, hello.
Hello.
How are you, honey?
I'm doing quite well. A little warm, but I'm doing well.
Oh, you have a fan on. I love it. A little fan there, huh? Cute. Cute. And looking great. I love the look. Thank you. Thank you for joining today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. Let me just, I can never get the angle right. I always feel like I'm cutting my head off with this camera.
I'm surprised mine's set in the right spot, so.
Yours is set. Yeah, yours is perfectly fine. I'm just going to have to lean back a little bit. That's all. I think I'm good. All right. Thank you for joining us today for an episode of Reading the Queen. I know that we planned this a little bit of a while ago, so I'm excited to see what information comes through. As you know, you've joined us before, right? You've watched me do Anita and anorexia, so you know the drill, right? You've seen them all.
Yes, ma'am.
You know the drill. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm just going to let a couple people come through. Is there anyone that you want to invite before we get started or anything like that?
I sent a couple of requests just before I hopped on, so
okay.
There might be a few more joining us as we continue.
Okay, perfect, great. So I always like to get started by saying the information that I get, I always say have an open heart and have an open mind. Some of it might be anything from remedial to very, very in-depth or some information that you might have forgot about, So it's just always a beautiful journey. Whatever comes up, I always tell people it's what's meant to be heard and what needs to be heard at this time and what's really important, okay? Which I feel like is the beautiful thing about these readings, right? It's all about healing and growing. So have an open heart, have an open mind. And here we go, right? So I'm going to ask you if you allow me to connect with you.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to start giving information. And as you know, hi, Richie, just to say, yes or no as we start to go through it. And then we're just going to see where the journey takes us. And then we'll pull some cards for people, whoever joins, and we'll kind of see what kind of messages come through for them as well.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Love it, love it, love it. Oh, my God, finally, I've been waiting all day for this. Oh, I love it. Hi, Tammy. Okay, so let me just see what we start getting. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is that's significant is I feel that I'm drawn to the month of May for you. So the month of May would be a very, very important time for you. Would you understand the month of May? Mm-hmm. Okay. I also want to say that, I know that you live in California. I know you're not from California, but for some reason, I'm being drawn to, I feel like Las Vegas, for some reason, is significant for you. And I don't know why, but I just feel like there's something about Vegas that sits well. So I don't know if you've spent a portion of your life there or if you might have went to school or something, but I feel like Vegas, for some reason, would be significant for you. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. I also want to say as a child, I feel that when you were younger, that you were somewhat of a handful.
A little bit.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like typical boy, like, you know what I mean, when you were younger. So I do feel like you might have just been a little bit of a handful at times, right? So, and I do feel sibling with you. So would you understand sibling as well?
Mm-hmm. Sure would.
Okay. I do feel that you are older though. So does that make sense? Would you understand that you're older? Okay. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I feel a very, very close and warm connection with you and your sister. So I feel like the two of you are very, very, very close. But there's something that I'm feeling into that I feel like is interesting here. I don't know why, but they keep showing me. I don't know why they keep showing me Sabrina Williams. Sabrina Williams. I don't know why I keep seeing Sabrina Williams, or I keep something about that I think is very, very significant. All right, because I feel like there is something about that plays into the situation. Sister is younger, right? So sister is younger.
Correct, yeah.
I do feel connection with sister as far as, but I also feel disconnection. So would you understand that sister does not live remotely where you were born as well? So I feel like she is out of state or away from family as well. So I feel like you're all kind of like living in different areas. Does that make sense?
Yeah, she has been, yeah.
Okay.
She's back now, but she has been.
Okay. Marriage. I do feel marriage with her too. Do you understand marriage with her?
Mm-hmm.
There's something about your sister, though, that I feel like is unique, and I'm trying to pick up on this. I feel like as if she is raised from your parents, but yet there's like a disconnection. I'm still feeling like somewhat of a little bit of a disconnection from that as well. Do you understand what I mean by this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I feel like as close as you are, there's like a discord there. But I feel tremendous love and support. So I do feel like mom and dad have and give a lot of love, give a lot of support. Okay. Always very, very supportive. And I do get really strong family ties as well. So I do feel like your family in general is very, very close, but even external family, like aunts, uncles, are also very, very close as well, or very, very in tune and connected. Does that make sense as well?
It does, yeah.
Okay. I do get as a child with you, so I feel I'm being drawn to a lot of creativity. I feel a lot of art. Do you understand art as a child?
I sure do.
Okay, so I feel like art is very important. And something about being on the stage or always being on stage or enjoying performing, right? So I feel like it's been a part of your life even at a younger part as well. Do you understand that? Because I feel like you might have spent some time on stage even when you were younger. Something with music too. So I don't know if you sang on stage or did something with music, but I am picking up on music as well as being a very instrumental part of your, especially earlier childhood. You know what I mean? It's about being part of groups or finding a tribe. So I feel like each segment of this is like about a tribe or a grouping, right? Because I do feel like you had friends, and I do feel like you fit in pretty well, and I do feel like even to now you have good groupings, or you're very easy to make friends. People are drawn to you pretty easily. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk about like mom and dad very, very close. So I still mom and dad are still together, right? I'm being drawn with mom. Um, like she just had a milestone birthday. I'm hearing milestone birthday, milestone birthday. Would you understand if she would have turned a milestone year? Because I'm being drawn to like either 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you? Okay. And I feel like it was recent, right? So I feel like I'm being drawn to end of March or beginning of April for mom as well. Do you understand that for her birthday?
Yep.
Mom and dad have been together for a very, very long time. I feel like for like beginning of time, I do feel like a really strong connection, true love between the two of them as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's something significant about the wedding anniversary date for your parents. I'm hearing wedding anniversary date. Is that date shared with something? Because I do feel like there's a connection with that date, and I'm being drawn to that as well. So I do feel like that date is very, very important. I'm being drawn to the month of June for this, so I feel like the month of June would be important. So, and I'm also hearing that dad, right? Dad is older than mom. Does that also make sense? Dad is older than mom?
Yes.
Sister and mom share the same month. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Something about I'm getting like a yo-yo feeling too. So I feel like yo-yo. So I want to say something about I feel like yo-yoing with the way of appearance. Do you understand yo-yo being part of an appearance with you? Do you understand? Because they're showing me a yo-yo, all right? So I feel like that's also very significant. I feel like there's moments and times where, you know, you're at your all-time best, and then we kind of retreat back, right? So we get comfortable and we go back and forth. We're getting like a yo-yo effect here with that. I also I don't know why I keep hearing this. I don't know if you like the store or you shop here a lot, but I'm something about Old Navy. I keep hearing Old Navy, Old Navy, Old Navy. Do you have any connection or do you understand Old Navy at
Yeah,
all?
I actually do.
I keep hearing Old Navy.
Crazy.
I also want to say that as you got older, right, I feel the heart is very, very guarded as you're older. And I feel like there's some hurt. I feel like there's some hurt, or there might have been a relationship or some type of connection with someone that has left a little bit of an imprint in the heart. Okay. And I feel like the heart has not fully healed or has mended from this imprint as well. Would you understand that?
Yep.
Because I do feel like the cards were not fully shown. So I feel like things were presented to a certain degree to you. All right. And then I feel as things went on and on, like the cards were not fully open. Okay. And I just feel like change occurred. You were not prepared, or you were kind of blindsided a little bit. It's kind of what I'm getting by what occurred. And it left the heart feeling a little empty, and I feel like the heart is still like bruised and not fully healed from, I'm getting relationship in my mind. All right. And I feel like it's somewhat recent. Okay. So I don't feel like it's 5 years ago. I'm going somewhere between like a year to maybe 2 years is where I'm feeling this might have happened. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
And I think that's what like is really important about this is to take all of the experiences and the journey of like the loved ones, like your parents and their journey of marriage and love, right? And what can we learn and take from that to move forward in our own relationships? And what did we learn from our existing relationship too? Because like I said, I feel like it's holding you back from moving forward because I feel like now there's a little bit of a scar. It's kind of like what I'm feeling. And there's some mending that needs to be done because I feel like there was a severing of tie, like a full severing. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, and I feel like it's more from one part than the other. I'm not getting it so much from you. I feel like you might have maybe bend around the corner a little bit more. It might have been a little bit more open, but I feel like it's from the other individual that the tie has really been severed or cut. Does that also make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the last 2 to 3 years has been a lot of change for you, right? So there's been a lot of moving pieces, right? So it's like you're really trying to find your footing, you're trying to find your groundwork, right? And it's all about just making sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people that are serving you to your highest good, making sure that things are really where they need to be. I do feel that there are loved ones that are around you. I'm like being drawn quickly to love of water, love of water, love of water. So I feel I am getting a gentleman coming through, right? And I do feel love of water, love of water, love of water. So I feel like this man loved the water, loved the dock. Okay, something about like on the docks or sitting on the docks that I feel like is very, very important. All right. And I feel like he really loved like his children, his grandchildren. It's like a form of embracing is almost kind of what I'm feeling. And I feel like there was a lot of time spent on the water with like people or with like these grandchildren. Do you understand that? Because I'm getting something about on the water, on the dock, fishing, like everything that has to do with water would surround this individual. I get nature with this man too. So I feel like his career had a lot to do with nature because I felt like, or I feel like he spent a lot of time outside or enjoyed spending a lot of time outside.
Yeah.
So there's something about nature. He was a very grounded man. I do feel he was a pretty thin man as well, right? But I do get something, as much as he was with nature and in tune with himself, something with smoking. I'm getting smoking with this individual. Smoking. Do you understand that?
Yep.
And I want to say that this was part of his path or his downfall was the smoking. Do you understand this?
Yep.
Okay. I feel I'm laboring. The breathing is becoming laboring for me. It's like becoming very difficult to breathe now as I get older. I feel like I almost have assistance with breathing, okay? Because I feel something in my nose. So I feel like there might be assistance with breathing, okay? Very strong connection to wife. So like your parents, I want to say this man was very dedicated to his wife as well. So I feel like they were married for quite a long time. All right. Really, really like a strong dedication there. Laughter. Enjoyed laughing. Smiles all the time. Smile. I'm getting smiles with him. Very connected. I want to say that this grandparent, okay, and I do feel like there is someone else coming through, that they're very close to you, right? Would you understand like a really strong connection or draw? Would you understand that they would have moved around a lot as well too? Because I do get that they lived or moved around a lot. Do you understand that?
Yep. Whew. Whew.
Let me see what else I can get from this man. He's saying he had a nickname. He's saying to tell him about my nickname. I had a nickname. Did he have a nickname? Because I feel like there was a nickname, right?
Yep.
Nickname. I'm getting a letter T. Do you understand the letter T? Because he's saying the letter T for this name, right?
Yep.
So he's saying T. He's
Can you give me a tissue?
Do you need a minute?
Whew. I'm pull through. I'm gonna pull through.
Okay. I'll give you a minute. She goes, don't ruin the beauty. Millie says, don't ruin the beauty. Oh, we got animal print on too. Girl, you look fabulous. You look like a big Texan girl.
Thank you.
I love it. Okay. Let's see who he's with, because I feel like you might know who this one is. So you have the tissues? Because I do feel like he's with his partner. Okay? So I do feel like they are together in spirit. So as much time as they spent on Earth together, I do feel that they spent time together. He is stepping backwards. He's saying he passed first. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Okay. He's saying he passed first. And he did pass younger than she did. Do you understand that as well? Mm-hmm. I can't get the smell of, I don't know if it's cigars or like a cigar or like a tobacco flavoring, but it's like strong, right? I can smell it really strong. Amazing. All right, here we go. All right, so this woman is coming through and she's like circling and she's just saying double D's or D's. D's are significant in my family. D. Do you understand how the letter D is very significant?
Yep.
Okay, because she's saying D's and D's and D's, right? So I want to say that there's multiple people, possibly even including herself, that start with the letter D, okay?
Yep.
Okay, we're going. This is so interesting. Does she share a birthday with one of her children?
Yep.
And I also feel like she's talking about this wedding anniversary. Also, is everything's on this day? This is amazing. Wow, that day is significant. Super significant for her. Super significant for her. And she's coming through with so much joy. I feel like this woman was so joyful, right? Like such a beautiful light. She's telling me that June is significant for her in every which way possible. And she's saying that she passed like a week or a couple days shy of her birthday. Would you understand that?
Yep.
Okay. She's saying the comforts at home, the comforts of home, the comforts of home. So I want to say that during her passing, she would have passed in the comfort of a home or in her own home or some sort. She's saying she was with loved ones. So there was loved ones around her during her passing, all right, which I feel is significant because she feels so blessed to have been able to have passed with loved ones around her, okay? And she's funny. She's like almost yelling at me. She goes, but this one's not a D. This one's not a D. This, you know, do you understand that? This one's not a D. Not an initial D. The one that she would have been with, I feel like, during the end. I don't know if you would know who that would have been. Let me see if she tells me. Okay, she's saying 4 children. Do you understand 4 children?
Yep.
Okay. She's like a real talker. She's like very like, Okay, let me see. So I'm getting boys, right? So boys. And then she's like, oh, well, wait, we got one in the end. We sneaked one at the end, and I got my girl. Girl, right? I feel like this girl is the one that she was with at the end, right? Would you understand? Because I feel like it's significant, right? She's like, I got my girl at the end. It's like she wanted that girl, and she got that girl.
Yep, that makes sense.
She's mentioning then being able to move around a lot, right? She had a really great journey of life. She got to see a lot. I feel like because of what I just want to say, because of what her husband did, your grandfather did, she moved around a lot because I feel like the nature of his business made him have to move around, right? So She was kind of like all over, right?
Sure thing.
Strong love for grandchildren as well, right? Strong love. She's saying she lived into her 80s, so she was very happy to have lived into her 80s. She got to see what she needed to see. She feels very fulfilled. She's saying one last voyage. She got to take one last voyage. So I don't know if that means something, but she's saying, I feel like she did one last voyage, right? So she got to do the voyage that she wanted to do. I'm being drawn to water again, so voyage with water. So they must have did a trip or did something with water or on a boat. I want to say that these both are, I'm being very, very drawn to dad, right? So these would be both dad's parents. Would you understand that?
Yep.
Okay, and I do feel like you and your sister were very close to them.
Yep.
Very, very close, right? So I want to say that you're close to your mom's parents, but you are probably closer to your dad's parents. Does that make sense? Because I feel a strong, strong connection. A lot of support coming through as well, okay? She's saying something about her shoes.
Her what?
Her shoes? Her shoes, or something about her shoes, or something about shoes, or I don't know if she wore shoes or sneakers or boots, but something about on her feet, right? Something about what she wore on her feet. She's mentioning something about this. She feels like, though, she got to really, she got to say what she needed to say right before her passing, because she did get to pass in the comfort of her home. So she does feel like what needed to transpire transpired, okay? So they both are truly at peace. I do feel that they are together. They're continuing like this voyage, right? This journey on the other side now together. And it's beautiful. It's like amazing. I almost see them still in like a boat or something, still just journeying together on the other side, because I feel like it was so important for them to live on the water. They're just very drawn to the water.
Yep.
All right. There's one more person stepping forward. You're like, oh great, there's another? How much more can I take?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see who this one is. I feel like this, you know what it is? It's like, it's a very strong family tie, because in the beginning, I had mentioned to you that your family's very close, right? And I feel like you all get along, you're very tight knit, and it's all about family, right? So there's a lot of family, whatever family's in spirit, is tending to come through pretty strong. This is another woman who I feel like would have been outspoken, all right? And she probably would have been louder than her husband, all right? I'm being drawn to Canada with this woman. Canada, right? So I feel like she lived in Canada, and she was a very strong personality, right? Like fun, bubbly. And it's funny because she's showing her, she's saying not only was she have a big personality, but she also is like a little bit bigger, a full-figured woman, right? And her husband, she's saying, was like tiny. She's saying, my husband was tiny. Do you understand that? So she's like, I'm so much larger than my husband. And it was like quite funny. I'm getting glasses with this woman, right? So she's saying glasses. She liked to wear her glasses. Very neat woman. Again, being drawn to Canada. She lived far. Like she's saying, oh, I live very close to your grandmother, very close to your grandma. So I'm going late 80s with this woman as well, right? Late 80s with her.
That would make sense.
Very easy to talk to. She's saying, I'm easy to talk to. I'm still easy to talk to. He can talk to me. He can talk to me. I'm here to listen.
Whew. I'm going to sweat my eyelashes off. And by sweat, I mean cry.
She's saying, Bert and Ernie. Bert and Ernie. Bert and Ernie, right? Bernie. So it's like weird how they show me things, but I'm getting like, I think it's Bernie, right? Bernie? Bert and Ernie. So Bernie. So I want to say the name would be Bernie, right? And she really enjoyed having a good time. So I'm being drawn to like the games with her. So I don't know if she liked to play bingo. She liked to play like, she just screamed at me, Yahtzee. Yahtzee. She just yelled at me like, Yahtzee. And I'm like, whoa. So like she liked games, right? So I'm being drawn to games with her, right? Like have a good time. Let's play games. She really enjoyed all this. She's all about having fun. Parties. I also kind of feel like she would have been the first person up to dance, right? Like if we were playing, she would have been someone that would have gotten up and she would have danced, right? She was all about just having a really great time. Handbags. I don't know if she liked handbags. Something about purses with her, too. Like she liked her purse or something about her purse that I feel like is significant, okay? She's saying she was mother, right? Mother, children. Try to see if she gives me anything else. She's there with her husband, too. So they're both in spirit. So they're both on the other side as well, together.
That's good.
she's interesting. I think she's trying to tell me her name. Hard. She's a little bit. I can't.
Sorry.
I think it begins with an S or a C. I can't tell an S or a C. It's one of those two because they can sound alike, right? So I don't know, but it's like one of those, an S or a C for her name, because they kind of sound alike, the symbol. So that's what she's kind of showing me and telling me. You have a lot of support. I'm just very excited for you, right? Because you have so many people on the other side that are around you, and they're coming through with a lot of gratitude because they really are saying again, and you know, a lot of times this message will come through that a lot of families don't have the experience to do something like this, or don't think that they would have the opportunity to do something like this. So they're coming through with a lot of gratitude. And I know that you were a little apprehensive in the beginning to do something like this, right? But think of the beautiful messages and what you got today and who you got to speak to, because they would have never been able to come through and communicate and let you know how their journey is and verify so much beautiful information with you had you not done this on this platform. Right? So there's a lot of gratitude coming through, and they really want you to tell your dad and your mom and your uncles that they are together, they are fine, they are all together having a party, all four of them. Like, I just feel like they all kind of know each other, right? So I just feel like it's like really just a big old get together that's constantly going on up there, all right? And your grandparents are on this beautiful voyage still, this beautiful, like, on this water, just still traveling together, you know, and they're still seeing what's around them. So they want you to just embrace, right? They say, like, it's almost like life is short, enjoy the journey, enjoy the trip, go with the flow and go with the movement. Let your guard down. Don't let things hold you back. Drop the guard, okay? Because I feel like they kind of lived in just going with the moment and going with the flow, almost like going with the current of the water, okay? Because I keep seeing this water as being very significant. So I just feel like it's important for you to understand that as well, all right? And I am going to leave you with that.
Okay.
So NYPD.
How do you feel?
There were a lot of things that you hit right on the head that friends and family don't even know about out here. So
I'm just glad that you're able to understand and resonate. If there's anything that you would like to validate, you know, for maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, just for the people watching so they understand the information. I know that you were saying yes, yes, yes. But if there's anything that stood out to you that you feel like you'd like to validate so that people who are watching can understand, and then we can start pulling some cards for some people for the next, you know, 25 minutes or so.
I guess for starters, the whole Las Vegas thing, that's where I was born. That's where I was born with my sister.
Wow.
And we were adopted both from the same birth mother whose name was Sabrina.
Amazing. Amazing.
And there was a little disconnect between my sister and I,
Mm-hmm.
who is married.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just growing up, I was just type A, she was type B, so I was the favorite child. And June 28th is my deceased grandmother's birthday, my parents' anniversary, and my father's birthday.
It's unbelievable because your grandmother came through with this date blaring, and she's like, this date is so important to our family.
And my grandfather's nickname is Tato.
Oh, okay.
So that's where the T came from.
Okay, so what does it stand for?
It's like a slang Czech term for grandfather.
Okay. Very nice.
And he was attached to his tobacco pipe.
Ah.
And it was in his mouth. It ruined his teeth. And he was one of the head foresters in the state of Michigan for a majority of his latter part of his career. And that's what he traveled doing. And they did also have a sailboat that they would go up and down the Mississippi and around the Gulf.
Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, they would go sailing after all the kids, which was 4 brothers, and the youngest was where my grandmother passed away, their daughter. After they all moved out of the house, they just retired and went sailing.
Amazing.
Crazy. And the 4 Ds, my cousins are Dakota, Dana Ray, and then there's Douglas and Daniel that are their children.
Okay.
Lots of Ds, and her name was Doris.
A lot of Ds. Wow.
A lot of Ds.
Wow.
And Sylvia is my great aunt who passed away from Newfoundland, Canada, and her husband's name was Bernard, and it was Bernie, and she had those tiny little Harry Potter glasses.
She was showing me these glasses. She was like, she's so proud of these glasses.
That's nuts. Yeah, so there was a lot of things hit right on the head.
And did she like to play board games, Scarlett? Because I'm guessing something with games, or she liked to play games. Like, she was all about fun, right? Or having good times.
It wasn't quite Yahtzee, but we did a lot of Yahtzee scratch-offs, and then we played sequence a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So that makes sense.
So that's where I can see the numbers part of that.
Yeah.
Her yelling Yahtzee when she would win on a scratch-off.
Okay. Okay. So that makes sense. Okay. So you understood it. That's the main thing.
I'm going to take another shot.
Yeah, take another shot.
Holy guacamole. Yay, shots.
Oh.
Also, there's Anita in the background.
I heard Anita. What is she doing?
Gonna come say hi, Anita?
Come say hello. Hi, honey.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. Good to see you. Ooh. Cheers, Roy. Whew.
Cheers, honey. Cheers. So, it was a lot, right?
Same time, yeah. But a lot of good things. A lot of things that I never really got a whole bunch of closure from.
Yeah, I really want to just go back to, and it's up to you if you want to talk about it a little bit or not, but I do want to talk about the heart, right? And the heart being wounded and the heart not, you taking a shot for this one now, or a glass of wine too? Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I'm being drawn to a relationship with this, right? So would you understand that? Because I do feel like you were blindsided. You were really, really kind of involved and truly in love. And there was just a situation that occurred that kind of threw this, a major curveball, right? And I just feel like cards were turned and it just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Recent split of a 6-year relationship.
Okay.
Just a couple months ago, so still really fresh.
Really fresh. Yeah, I feel it.
A lot of time and commitment there. So
okay.
Still really fresh.
Yeah.
Still really bruised.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it. It's really in your aura strongly, right? So it's really important that we heal and we try to move forward, right? Process the grief, process everything. Call upon loved ones in spirit. Let them walk you through, and your friends. Keep yourself busy, move forward. I can feel the freshness because it was coming. It's like it radiates off of you, basically. It's strong. And I feel like, that's until you heal, you're going to be pushing people away that you may want to attract as well. So it's important for you to just know that. Okay.
For sure.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, everybody. Okay. So any final words, Miss Scarlette Hawthorne, before we depart?
Just thank you so much. This was a whole boatload more than no pun intended, because I was discussed. This was a boatload more than I was expecting, and I can't thank you enough for what you've actually brought to the table and helped me with today.
Oh, it was truly, truly a pleasure. I love what I do. I love being able to help people heal. I love doing Reading the Queen and connecting with the LGBTQ community. It's always so much fun to help everybody heal and grow in a beautiful way. So thank you for participating. Thank you for doing this. I think I've done your entire household now, correct?
It's all circled through. We're officially worked through.
You're all officially read. So you're all done, right. The library is closed for that house.
Deal.
The library is closed until I arrive, and then it might reopen again, right? In person.
Yep. And then we're gonna put you in face. Then it's gonna be a whole shenanigans. It's gonna be a good time.
I cannot wait. I'll do maybe a reading live in drag, right? We never know.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Janine. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank everyone for always joining and supporting. Please follow, please support, like, and comment. All of my information is in my link in bio, as well with Miss Scarlette Hawthorne. Thank you for another beautiful episode of Reading the Queen. Thank you so much. I'm going to send you with love and light. This will be on my IGTV and on my YouTube in about a week or so. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening and a beautiful week. Thank you, Miss Scarlette. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. You as well, baby.
All right, honey. Love and light. Bye-bye, everyone.